How about some music?
Here's Billie Holiday with Easy Living. A song that makes no sense anymore.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Just a glitch in the nervous system. Defined over control.
So much research, so little time.
If it were just a limb twitching, but her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while sleeping can only mean one thing, Max. You just don't want to admit to yourself what you do.
If you're that involved in the work of your life, about artificial citizens and machines for service, don't bother. I've heard enough of it. Down from memory.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can measure. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, you know what I'm trying to tell you.
Just a moment. I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, not philosophers. You do well to remember that.
Hello. Welcome. Please, step this way for processing.
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
The synths aren't just Father's legacy. They're his gift to humanity.
Doctor.
You've arrived at a momentous time. Our third-generation synths are a true breakthrough. The culmination of centuries of research. It's no exaggeration to say that they're superior in almost every way to human beings.
What I've seen so far is pretty impressive.
It's just the beginning. Like I said, a momentous time.
We're quite fortunate to have the synths to aid us.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Hi, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might... As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Do you have time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. And those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work.
I look forward to learning more.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time.
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around.
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
It's hard to stand out when you're surrounded by geniuses.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
Whole lot of shaking. Whole lot of it. Yep. That was, Big Maybell. Well, here's a, unexpected bit of news. I heard that a group of soldiers... Is it knights? Soldiers? Constabulary? What are we calling them now? Soldiers from the Brotherhood of Steel were spotted in the Commonwealth. Sounds like they were, well, they were kind of in trouble at the Cambridge police station. They were in pretty bad shape for a while. But gave him a hand. Or a gun. Or something. The Vault Dweller helped them, is what I'm trying to say. Guess they'll probably be on their way soon then. Right? Oh, we're gonna die! Oh! Uranium Fever is on next, and, well, I'm pretty sure enough time has gone by that we can all find the humor in this subject, right? Maybe?
There we go.
Personal record, Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone! Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the Coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
This is Dr. Elliot reporting for the Bioscience Division. March 22-24. We just received another batch of subjects. But as my previous report stated, we're at an impasse here. More of the same won't help. The two most promising strains of FEV have been adapted to an ideal state, but we're still missing something. I am officially echoing the team's position. Additional Commonwealth likely progress will not research on synthetic organics. The same problem you have aboard exploration. Exposure to too much radiation. We need something. Someone needs. There's a proposal. I am not entirely comfortable with it, but it seems the best course.
go.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
Nice. Gotta love Betty Hutton, right? Right? And now, a word or several from our sponsors. Diamond City Surplus, now open 24 hours a day. Management reserves the right to refuse service to anyone, especially since. Do you know someone who gambles? Then maybe this will make you laugh. Or, I guess it might make you really unhappy.
Got it.
It's great to have you here.
Dr. Holdren.
Good to see you again. Did you need something?
Is there anything I can do?
There might be. Tell you what, you can...
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. Please don't get any germs on me.
It's hard to stand out when you're surrounded by geniuses. You're gonna have to work pretty hard to impress anyone down here.
Director Holdren seems very taken with you.
Hi, Doc.
Yes, I'm sure that whatever you have to say is very interesting.
Working on something important?
All of my work. Now, if you're quite finished, they're difficult enough without the...
Equations for what?
Now, I'm afraid I must end...
true? Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
People on the
That was my
surface have got it
favorite
pretty
one.
bad.
Can't we
Makes me
keep it a
think
little
from being
longer?
down here.
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Well,
Don't worry. I promise I won't.
Thank you, I do appreciate. Oh, before I forget.
Right.
I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay.
Thank you.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, in case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the... If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount... Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
one day I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement.
Dr. Thompson,
That
I
was
know
the
we're not
5
that
stars.
close, but
Oh.
may I ask a favor?
Oh, 5 of them.
Both
Get
Allie
it?
and myself are working.
Because it's
Normally
funny.
it's not a big deal. Quentin's
sort of.
mostly
No.
self-sufficient, but
No. Okay.
it's the
Not
third
really.
night in a row.
Say no more. He can come over and have dinner with us. I'm sure the girls will be thrilled.
It's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all. Just come by when you're finished.
You're
In case
listening
anyone
to
didn't mention it,
Diamond City
time
Radio.
from 10 p.m.
If you're listening at all, I mean. Next, I was gonna play Elephant Trail like this because it's here. It is.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that. Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
I have a variety of items that should prove useful in your surface missions. If you encounter a hazardous chemical spill, please alert the Facilities Division immediately.
Nothing to report, sir.
Greetings, sir. Welcome to the commissary. Would you care for food?
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial, then. The dosage will be much larger
to have
this
you
time,
here, sir.
And the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
Just as you
honestly
gave
don't
life
know.
to Father,
I suppose it's
he
your
gave
job
life to
find
many
out.
of us.
Now hold still.
Father has accomplished so much. I hope you can appreciate his work.
Every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
We are honored to welcome you here. I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
Child sin. It's just remarkable.
That's it.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes with as remarkable as our synths are. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still... When you see what a rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia, his memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
enjoyed
The
that
Institute's
song by
a big place.
Warren
It might
Smith,
take a while to learn where everything is.
I can't take it back.
Seeing you in that power armor makes me think we should design some of our own. Do we really need all these coursers roaming the
there's
halls?
this bit of news that might interest you.
So
if
much
not,
research,
Hang on a minute,
so little
and I'll
time.
go back to the music that we usually play. If you hadn't heard, I mean, I guess most people know this, but maybe someone didn't. That the Green Tech building was where those mercenaries lived. The Gunners. That's it. That was like their base, sort of. Only now they're pretty much all dead. Those guys were tough, so I mean, I guess whoever killed them had to be even tougher, right? And there's well, I don't even know if this is true or not, but there's this rumor that maybe the Institute was involved. But that's just what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. It's probably not. Right? Segue. Back to the music, I guess. Now, let's hear a really good song by Bob Crosby.
Here's that holotape you gave me, full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember?
I know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Just in case they decide the Commonwealth isn't big enough for the both of us. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So after that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
You'd better keep your mouth shut about this place. Can't trust anyone.
Should that thing on your wrist be clicking that much?
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
The interceptor worked. It was rough, but it worked.
Amazing. And what about the serum? Did you find the serum?
Got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
How How are you going to test it?
On myself, of course. That was the plan. This serum will only counteract the specific strain of FEV that I infected myself with. There's no telling what it might do to anyone else.
Okay, that's just
Alright.
about the worst thing I've ever smelled in my entire life.
Here we go. And now, we wait.
It'll work. Don't worry.
I hope so. We just have to let the retrovirus run its course. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.